Black and beautiful, I'm so beautiful. Let that nigga know when I walk past him, he gon' have to catch his breath. Let a nigga know.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Face Beats by Zinhle. We are back. It's 2021 and we are back. Today I'm gonna do a look that I had posted on my Instagram stories, and I never actually took pictures of me with this look. And this look is inspired by Aaliyah. You know, I think she's one of the greatest pop stars of all time, one of the greatest celebrities that ever existed, one of the greatest musicians that ever existed. And lately I've been bumping her song, we need a resolution, we need a resolution, we have so much confusion. Maybe it's because of where I am also in terms of like my relationship. So join me, we're gonna do a really cute super look, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And we're gonna get into some girl talk and prospects, plans, goals for 2021. And yeah, let's get into some things. I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. Just gonna get into that thing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my skin is so much better. I was watching old videos of Face Beats by Zinhle and my skin was acting up, and I think it's because I was stressed or it was my diet. But then I went to my dermatologist finally, and he said your glands are just, you know, super producing oil, so that you can buy all the face wash and whatever in the world, but essentially you need to treat this from the inside. So he gave me Rakuten, and that really just helped me. I haven't filmed my makeup on camera in a long time, so bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, now I'm gonna use my favorite palette, Essence Royal Party. I'm gonna move on to new palettes like when this finishes, when both of my Essence palettes finish. You can tell I've been using them like crazy. So the color I'm gonna use is All Eyes on Me, because that's how I like it in life, is when all eyes on me, because I really am who I think I am. Okay, so the nice thing about lockdown from 2020 is that it gave me an opportunity to focus on what I had wanted to pursue, like musically, creatively. And that's when Sauce Baby then dropped. Sauce Baby is me. Ciroc Flow. That was my first single of the year. And I don't think people knew I could rap, because I'm quiet in real life. I don't think people knew I could rap, so I just dropped it.
You see me now, I am just doubling riches. I'm not with any shit.
And you know, shortly after that, I dropped it in March actually. So as soon as lockdown did, got into my creative juice. I was writing. And then after dropping it, I then decided that, oh no, it's time to have a second single. So then August I dropped Elegance.
See me post stalking me. I got jealous frenemies always competing with the team. I got pressures from my family, I wanna win for them.
And in between dropping these singles via Bad Media Group, I realized that, you know, people who liked Sauce Baby because of mixes and all of that were going to be deprived. So in between that, I was doing like visual mashups and all of that. I think I was doing putting out a lot of creative work, and it didn't get the reception that I hoped it would get. So a secret about me is that within my industry, I'm not liked. And I don't know why. People just don't like me. It could be that I'm intimidating, or maybe I've done something to them and I am completely unaware of it. But anyone within the media space within South Africa, or within the influencer space in South Africa, has probably worked with me before, or worked with Bad Media Group. So the song didn't do as well as I wanted it to, you know. But I was like, okay, I have to build a fan base. One thing about me is I'm really good at building things from scratch and making something out of it. So a learning curve from 2020 is that I realized that I really don't need the support from people that I know when there are people that I don't know who are willing to engage and build with me on my art and my projects. So yeah, Ciroc Flow Elegance, bam. There's a select few. There's like, you can count them on my hand, the amount of people that I know face to face that support me on my creative endeavors. And then obviously there's also people who project what they want for themselves onto me and try to mold me into that, but I won't get into the details. So yeah, so Ciroc Flow Elegance, you can listen to it in the description box below. So the year progresses and I'm like obviously working on my EP, working on my music, and then I decide that I live such a beautiful life and that sometimes I may forget how beautiful my life is and be, you know, distracted basically by things that happen around me, things that happen on the internet, and then I feel like, oh, I'm not doing enough, you know. I think we all have that existential dread from social media that everyone is somehow very successful, very famous, and has a lot of money. Like, what is happening with me? So then I go into my archives and I realize I have a lot of footage from the trip from January in Singapore and Thailand, and I'm like, let me create a show, a web series. I've always wanted a web series because I like looking back at my life so that I can remain grateful, remain thankful to God for what He's given me. So all of this is happening, and then I create My Life Zinhle.
Had to catch his breath. Let a nigga know. Let a nigga know. I got this ice box with my heart.
Basically, I think we're on like 6 episodes now, and I really love what I've been creating with that, because it's just, sometimes you don't see yourself until you see yourself. So as I edit my footage, I began realizing like some mannerisms I have, like I say like a lot, you know. I start seeing how I'm able to create a metamorphosis between when I'm in business, and that's the business side of me, and then when I'm an artist, and that's the artist side of me, and then when I'm just being myself. So like Sauce Baby, I'm gonna take concealer now because we're gonna do a small cut crease. I don't think I put enough on there. Let's see. Oh, by the way guys, I hope you guys like the new setup. I learned that natural lighting is the best lighting. I was looking either blue or yellow when I used to film in the bathroom behind me. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a double check at this. So Sauce Baby is my alter ego. Like, she's confident, she can get, you know, ratchet, she can be sexy, she can be everything that I desire. Sauce Baby is like my fantasies coming to life. Okay, and then Zinhle is reserved, quiet. I will read a book, I will read a bitch, I'm kidding, and I will just, you know, plan out my life, focus on the companies, and just be low-key. And I really found myself in the creative aspect, but as my creative self, like Sauce Baby and Bad Media Group and all these things begin to grow, I feel like I've been losing myself. So ways in which I lose myself, I might lose myself in other people, I might lose myself in my work, I might lose myself in overindulgence of things. So I think for this year, definitely I just want to focus on finding myself and redefining who is Zinhle as a woman in her late 20s, like growing up, owning her womanhood, and not really caring. You know, I no longer care about people's opinions. I no longer care about what my family thinks of me, you know, because I think I was 2018, I speak about this a lot and I'll never stop speaking about it. Like, if I ever write a book about my life or anyone wants an autobiography, everyone needs to remember 2018 April is the day that I changed, like, forever. So is the year and month that I changed forever. So I went through a very dark period in 2018. I was losing things. I lost my Twitter account for my company, and that was a very like valuable Twitter account because the Minister of Finance, Tito Mboweni, like, had followed me on there. I had ASAP 12 followed me on there. There was just a network. Kiki Palmer followed the account, and then Twitter took it down. And I had to start all over again, and I lost my mind because I'd been building that Twitter account since 2012. So now here I am back at it again, building from scratch, you know. I also had pressures from my family because now I was newly graduated, and then during my graduation there was all this commotion and drama surrounding my graduation because the people who were supposed to be present for me and there for me and happy for me about my achievements were so focused on their own dramas going on. So that made me kind of lose my mind. So I was in April 2018. April 2019, that's when I lost my shit. So like I said, this is gonna be a very chatty makeup tutorial. Oh, Zinhle, why? So yeah, I'm not gonna go too deep into 2019 because this is supposed to be about like 2021 prospects. So then shortly after that, I decide that I'm going to sorry guys, I'm just all over the place. I'm gonna use this color, this one, this red one. So yeah, anyways, so the last few weeks of like 2020 ended up being chaotic because I didn't see my boyfriend in months, and then I saw him about a week before my birthday. I saw him, and we almost like broke up. I had just been fed up with certain things where he maneuvers, and he lives in Zambia, I live here in South Africa, so it's a long distance relationship. Then we got back together, we were planning a family. I was planning to introduce him to my family, like things were getting very serious, you know. I was thinking we were on the brink of marriage. But yeah, I think that taught me, like, you could be in a relationship with someone and think you know them, but you actually don't know them at all. That's what that incident taught me. So I've entered now 2021. Oh, my mom got COVID on the last leg of, like, out of all the times you could have gotten COVID, she gets it on the last leg of 2020. And then things just changed because she went into ICU, and immediately panic, pandemonium, mayhem, whatever it's called, you know, all of that happens. So this is also from Essence. So what a lot of people don't know in my family, or maybe they do know and refuse to acknowledge, is that every time my mother has been in hospital for something really serious, really major, out of all her children, I've been there. So I know the trauma that comes with, you know, having your only provider in hospital, you know. I know the and now she's in ICU, and only 20% of patients who end up in ICU make it out. So I'm like super scared. I'm already planning. I'm like, if something happens to her, God forbid, now I have to, you know, figure out my life quickly, like just like that, something just like that. And I'm like, I don't have time to waste anymore. You know, luckily she made out of ICU. She's still in recovery now, but that just made me realize I don't have time to waste anymore. I don't have time for frivolous friendships. I don't have time for people who claim they love me but don't support me. It can be financially, emotionally, psychologically, you know, something as simple as, you know, even supporting my businesses, watching my YouTube videos, you know, because everything I do has intention, it has purpose. There's somewhere where I need to be in my life. So if you're not gonna be a building block of this house that I'm building called my life, then I don't need your presence. It is not needed at all. So yeah, let me just okay, hold on, I'm kind of blind now. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Are you hanging?
Yeah, I am.
Why did you take so long to answer?
Dude, the phone rang twice.
No, it literally rang for so long. I'm not even joking.
But you know, on WhatsApp you have to check what it says, because it will say calling, and only when it says ringing, that's when the other person's phone is ringing.
Why?
I don't know, ask WhatsApp.
Are you an informant?
What? No, I'm not.
You're a spy.
I am
Or are
not.
you a witch?
I could be a witch. Dude, I was telling,
How was yesterday?
it was super fun.
Yeah, you can forgive me. But now your mom's whining. She's like, where are you? When I go back to bed, I'm gonna tell her I was drunk. I'm sorry. Yo, dude, that'll be so tragic.
So I was on the phone with my sister. She called in the middle of this tutorial. I'm a busy woman. I'm a busy woman. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this, and we're gonna choose a sparkly black thing, because plain black eyeliner is just whack. So what I do is, it's an art, just to kind of get that jet black eyeliner. And you do it lightly, guys. This method also helps, like, kind of like fix your shape of your eyeliner, you know. So I just pat it on. I don't know if you can see the difference, but look, and look here, you know. So I'm just gonna carry on patting. Okay. Now we take that exact same eyeliner and we so I'm trying to have like a lashless 2021. I'm so tired of putting in lashes. Like, it's just too much at this point. It's too much demand. Woo! Wait. Oh, wait. Woo! Okay. Ooh, okay, so now we're gonna do it to the other eye, What I love about this is that it's quick and simple. Like, all you need to know is how to do eyeliner for this look. That's literally the key to this look, is eyeliner. Okay, now I'm fucking up. Okay, now we get this. I haven't been priming my skin for a while, because I noticed that the primer I was using, like, was giving me acne, which is what primer is not supposed to do. It's supposed to prevent, like, the makeup being the cause of acne. But yeah. Ooh, look at that. So yeah, I don't even know. Like, no one should ask me anything about 2021. I have no goals for this year. I have no prospects. I have no expectations. I'm just taking each day as it comes and living day to day. And what will be, it will be from God. You know? I'm tired of fighting God's destiny for me, you know? Or going against the grain. This year, I'm literally just letting whatever that, you know, the Most High wants me to happen. I'm not gonna get in, like, I can't, like, that's one thing 2020 taught me, is you cannot get in the way of God's plan. He has a plan for you. You can run away, you can do this, you can rebel against it, you can do what you want to do. But guess what? He gonna laugh in your face and be like, baby girl, you must have thought. You really must have thought. So I have entered 2021 single. That's my reality so far. So this is day 1 of 2021 and I'm single. I am so ready to mingle. I was in almost a 2-year relationship where I was faithful, like faithful in all elements. Oh, by the way, this is our new Bad FM phone case covers designed by me. You can shop in the description box. So yeah, I was in such a dedicated relationship, and when a relationship now reaches almost 2 years and we haven't, like, you know, seen each other for a minute, but we're dating each other, you really have to start being like realistic with that relationship and wonder and think, like, what is there to gain, you know? Like, are we moving in together? Like, after a year, that's my sister, after a year you should decide, are we moving in together? Are we marrying? Like, there needs to be a step. You need to talk to my parents, you need to pay my dowry, you know, period. Are you hanging?
Am I hanging? Well, I think I'm still drunk.
What? Hard, drip too hard, drip too hard, drip too hard, yeah, drip too hard, drip too hard.
Drip too what?
Drip too hard, drip too hard. Black people really didn't have to be this funny.
Dude.
Okay, so this is the final look, and I hope you guys love it. I'm gonna take, I feel so powerful. I feel like powerful. I feel womanly. I feel like I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. I feel as if I'm who I'm meant to be at the exact moment in time that I'm meant to be it, and that is what 2021 is going to be about. Money making moves, but also listening to God's plan. I'm not getting in the way of God's plan anymore. I've seen enough flames in my life to learn that you do not get in the way of God and his plan. Okay, point blank period. And hopefully we can make more of these. I think there's 2 more episodes left of Face Beats by Zinhle season 1 before I go on a hiatus. I'm really trying not to spread myself too thin this year, so the key is work on your projects and finish them, and I'm a dedicated babe, and that's what I always do. Mwah.